Hey guys, Robot here, and today the other day I got some gameplay on Rogue Transmission Conquest Size Large. Thought I'd edit it up and share it with you guys. Sorry about the length; it's a little bit long, but it was a really good round. Here I'm just starting off on the D point, trying to lock it down for my team. This is a very strategic point considering we get the attack helicopter with this point, and the jets are going to be the story of today, and how they will be pretty much relentless with hounding me with laser guided and rocket pods. See a helicopter off in the distance, and I really don't have a shot on it, so I'm not going to waste a tank shell. Moving up here, oh, that's an MBT law. My thoughts on this map are play it smart, play it cool, and don't go out of your way for kills. Like, as soon as you start going out of your way for kills, that's the second you're gonna die. Because this map, there's a ton of other armor, there's jets, there's the attack helicopter, which we own the point for, but they still have the helicopter, which you're gonna see here in a second. Running with a random in my gunner seat, so I don't know if he's gonna repair it, so I'm gonna play it safe and get out to repair. Oh crap, an attack chopper comes in to ruin my day, but I quickly give a tank shell up his ass, followed by a very, very bad small shot. That was just bad. I'm no good with rocket launchers, except for the SRA. But when I'm tanking, I like to have an RPG or a small just for the dumbfire, quick rocket capability. And here's a quick tip: if you're in a tank and you know you're probably going to be hopping out to put rockets into other vehicles or just a wall of some sort, get your rockets empty, get it out, start the reload, and then hop in your tank, and it will finish the reload while you're in your tank. I see an infantry over here, cannot find him, but I do see him on the mini-map now, which I didn't when I was playing. LAV shows up, but I'm pretty sure he's a noob, because he doesn't seem to have anything but the cannons, but the main cannon and the LMG, which is the standard loadout for that. As I see somebody sneaking around on me here, as I murder him with an LMG, followed by a little bush Wookie trying to run for cover. I'm sorry, bro. And AP shell into the crate because I saw somebody go in there. Beauty of the AP shell is it can one-hit kill infantry with splash damage, unlike the HE or Sabo shell. And this is actually my new tank loadout that I use for competition, that I use for pubs, that I use for everything really. And it's LMG, AP shell, active protection, and autoloader, because reactive on the tanks does not stop critical hits as much as it should. And there's the splash damage that gets the guy out of the Vodnik, and this is why I like this spot. You see the stealth jet lining me up for a laser guided run, and I take a pot shot at a jet. But when I saw the laser guided run, I had two options. I could either twitch shot a guy off his ATV like that, or back off behind that little pole, and the laser guide would hit that. I chose to back off behind the pole because active protection has a long cooldown and is very valuable to have up when you're in a tank fight. Here I pop it when I don't need to because he breaks the lock. I thought he was close enough that I thought they were gonna hit, but they ended up not doing it. And that jet gets pretty greedy later in the video, as you'll see. Poking my head up here, I see an LAV. I see a tow missile coming in, hoping that it will miss if I go around the corner. It doesn't, but it gets blowed up by something. I don't know what but as I miss a shot on the anti-air. See an ATV behind me, and I'm gonna try and roadkill this guy, but he does get the rear shot off on me, immobilizing me with the SRA, and I'm gonna sit here asking for repairs, but I did not realize that the guy in my tank is a medic. So, pretty useless. Pro tip, if you want to get into a tank, if you want to be a repair person in a tank, run engineer. As I've skipped ahead a little bit, I've packed off a ways to repair, and the jet's coming back. He's getting greedy, and I pop active, and what he doesn't realize is I can do this. Yeah, thank you, come again. See a tank here. I'm still getting locked by something. I'm not sure, and that's a staff shell. that just hit me, so that means it's time to back off, basically, and find a little bit of cover. And here's where the HUD in the middle of the screen comes in handy. I see a guy on the minimap without having to look too far behind. It turns out he's a little Wookiee who wants to give me some sandwiches. Coming up here, skipped ahead a little bit, not too much, is poking up on an LAV, but with a tank who has his back. I'm going to kill the LAV pretty quickly. LAVs are no match for tanks. And here's the problem. The tank's coming up. Tanks versus tank, when I have a limited amount of tank shells and a limited amount of health, I say screw it, I'm going for the rear shot because I'm probably going to die either way. And luckily somebody else just destroyed it. And cue the chat. 2v1 and you both get wrecked. And this is not my best shot by far, but it was a 5-piece on the transport helicopter. It was full. And skipped ahead even more here, back on the Bravo point, my favorite point to play on this map. Thought about putting a tank shell into him, because he's a support, so that means he has cookies for me. But I'm on a diet, I don't really want some cookies. But he backed off behind that thing, so I just finished him off with the LMG. I get hit by something, so I'm going to back off here and type in the chat what, because I think I'm getting called a hacker. Skipped ahead, going down here. I was getting an insane amount of locks up top, so I decided to go down here where I can't really get hit by locks. Try and clear out the infantry for my team. Doing a pretty good job. Coming in here, if I have a new gunner in my tank who is an engineer, which is good on him, but he's kind of an idiot. And you'll see why in a second. He doesn't have proc scan on. He's not spamming Q like gunners should. So I get hit by a M2 slam that manages to kill me. And I get a kill on an infantry right there. I get out to repair my tank because I know he's not going to. As the tank goes down in a blaze of fire. And I'm going to try and survive long enough to get back to spawn. But that plan is shortly ended by a pretty nasty Jesus nade. Ouch. Check my score here. I'm 22-4. I started off at 2-4 at the beginning of this commentary as I snipe a guy off his quad bike. And coming up on E, I see craters. I hate craters. I hate them so much. I don't like to play near them. We're going to skip ahead a little bit, and I'll explain why I hate craters so much. You can hide M2 slams in them, as you see me slowly pushing up on this tank, because in my experience from comp, they love to hide mines in tank carcasses. And those can be nasty. Here's a little bit of a mistake on my part. I back into this LAV, but I managed to nail him once and get the kill with the 42 damage maximum that you can get on the LAVs. And I nail another transport chopper, but they don't one-hit kill him for some reason. Guys, seriously, just make them a one-hit kill. All air shots with tanks are hard enough. Or at least make it do 90 damage so it's disabled if it hits the ground. Let the HE do one hit to every helicopter. Back underneath the dome now. You see, I took a couple pot shots at an AA, but see that it popped active, so I'm going to leave it alone. And I get a different type of air shot as I nail a quad out of the air with a main round from a tank. That, sorry if he was trying to do a cool little trick or something, but no, not in my house. So we don't have C, which means they have the anti-air, which is a very powerful vehicle, as most of you know. It's fairly overpowered if you equip active radar. I think the cannon is fine personally, as I'm gonna try and kill some infantry here. This is where I would kind of like to have an HMG just because of the sheer damage that it does. But I do get those guys fairly lit, so they're probably going to die soon. But I'm doing something that I really don't like to do. I just see that there's so many up there. Take a pot shot on a jet, of course I miss. Knowing my luck when I'm recording. And I'm going to try and clear off the roof here. But as you will see, you are just asking for it from air vehicles such as attack jets, attack helicopters, and stealth jets, as I just get nailed by every air vehicle under the sun. And I don't think I've said this before, but I will say it now. Part of being a the thing that separates pub tank drivers from comp tank drivers or great pub tank drivers, guys like Nix DK, Gomez from No Mercy, stuff like that, is knowing when to run the hell the other way. When you know you don't have a very good chance of winning. And here's one of those spots. Infantry all around me, so I back off and end up back at D. Get another hit on that transport and try and kill the bailers who bailed out of it. Destroy it real quick to give it back to them because I want another target pretty soon. And managed to splash damage the guy out of the Russian armored truck again. I don't know if that's a bug or what it is, as I'm trying to clean up here on D flag. Again, strategic point, helicopter spawns here. B is the least strategic point. It's not It's not an armor spawn. It's not really anything. It's just a point. Every other flag on this map spawns armor. I'm gonna get hit by a tank shell. The round is almost over, so I'm gonna say see you. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed my quick little round, and have a great day.